It may seem like a futile thing, but your power supply has a huge impact of the overall quality of your audio setup. So what do you do when you want to have the best power supply out there? Well, you get this one. It's the Burson Audio Supercharger. Power supplies are normally overlooked when creating the best audio setup. The power supply that comes with the device itself is usually, adequate enough to deliver, adequate power and without any fluctuations. But those fluctuations is where the problem really comes into play. Like in the olden days when you had the record players, you don't want to have a lot of fluctuations like the power going up or down, because it will go faster or go slower, and that's something that you don't want to have in your audio setup. And this is where the supercharger comes in. It is, first of all, it regulates the power that is given, so there are no fluctuation. It has a multi-stage MOSFET noise filtering, so the power comes out clean of disruptions out of the other end. Also, what the Burson Audio's power supply does, it eliminates the 20 kilohertz sound, which is what happens with most other power supplies. No, what Burson Audio, the supercharger, does, it heightens that frequency to 40 kilohertz, the operating frequency, so you don't have that high-pitched sound. Only dogs and all those kind of other animals will probably hear a very high-pitched noise, but it's well out of the range where normal people can listen. So it eliminates a lot of noise. Burson Audio has two models on offer, one with 3 ampere and one with 5 ampere. Now, they don't come cheap. The 3 ampere version in euros is 195 euros and the 5 ampere version is 235 euros. So that's a lot of money. And now for the listening sessions, does the supercharger have any effect on the overall audio quality? Well, I started to think, how do I test if the supercharger has any effect on the overall sound quality? Well, for this test I involved my wife in some blind listening sessions. I did about 5-minute listening sessions 10 times, and I had to guess which power supply was used. The regular one, the one that came with the Burson Audio, which is back here, or did she use the supercharger, which is here? I had no way of telling, just that she changed something sometimes around, and I didn't know which one she'd use, and I had to guess which one was which. And for 70% of the times I was correct, so there were 3 tests where I just didn't hear any difference at all, or at least, no, I didn't hear any difference. The other 7 times I did hear a difference. The sound was, lighter, it was more and better defined. It was as if there wasn't as much going on in the background. It was easier to pinpoint each instrument in the sound stage. So there was a definite improvement. Now, I can all hear you say, well, Anton, that's all very nice, but it's all hocus pocus. It doesn't really do anything. It's just a power supply. And what the difference that you hear, 70% of the time you're correct. Hey, there's also a large margin of error. So there's only one way to find out what the impact is, and it's some objective measurement. And what other tool do I have to do some testing? Yes, it is. It's Rightmark Audio Analyzer. And here are the results. So these are the results with a regular power supply. It gets a very good, some averages, some goods, a very poor. That was something that I didn't see before. It's the total harmonic distortion plus noise, but the other ones get a good. So overall, a nice score. Then I did one with the supercharger power supply, and these are the results that you get. You get a very good, very good. The total harmonic distortion plus noise gets an average, and also some other goods. But how does it compare? Are there any real differences in the results? Well, here's the comparison. And first of all, you can see that the frequency response hasn't changed. but the noise level has gone down a bit, the dynamic range has increased, but most of all the total harmonic distortion has, well, at least in the percentage, has decreased a lot. I mean, it's not, it's a huge improvement. Also the one with the intermodular distortion plus noise, there's also an improvement, and the stereo crosstalk is also better. So overall, Primark Audio Analyzer sees an improvement, a definite improvement. So, and now for my conclusion, but before I get there I have to tell you two things. At the moment there's still a heat wave over here in the Netherlands, and it's 35 degrees, and even in the attic at this moment it's 37 degrees, so it's extremely hot in here. So sorry for all the sweating going on, but besides that, I also have to tell you that I didn't pay any money for the Burson Audio Supercharger. They sent it to me for free. Well, not for free, I had to pay the stupid Dutch customs just to get it released and shipped over to me. But still, I didn't pay Burson Audio any money for this. So, now for my conclusion. Is the Burson Audio worth its money? I mean, it's still a lot of money. 195 euros for the 3 ampere version, 235 euros for the 5 ampere version. It's a lot of money. Is it worth that money? Well, if you have a hi-fi setup, something with Burson Audio, or maybe some other brand that could, well, benefit from better power supply, yes it is. I mean, the difference is something that I could definitely hear, and it's a definite improvement with my Burson Audio setup. If you don't have a hi-fi setup and you're just looking for some better sound card equipment, well, get something else. I mean, it's way too overpriced. And from this very hot attic, I would like to thank you for making it all the way to the end of this video, and I'd like to see you in the next one. See you then, bye-bye!